Yeah.
Because that's all I could do was listen to in the car.
Keep you going.
There wasn't books on audio yet. There was nothing. It was a cassette deck with 20 fucking cassettes.
That's it.
Lee, you'll never know what that's like to have no money in the bank, to be in a hotel in Michigan where next door you hear people fucking, and 2 doors down he was beating her.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because you're going to do what you love so much. That is a fucking feeling that people live all their lives and they never fucking experience loving something. Trying to be that good at something that there's nothing to it. There's no guarantees when you get into this. If I go to school to be a doctor.
Yeah, you could be a doctor.
I could do anything after that. I could be an assistant. You know what? I don't want to be a doctor, but I'll be the highest paid assistant in that fucking office. You
X-ray
understand what I'm trying to say to you? You have no idea. Well, it's like when you take a gun and point it at a man and you take a life. That takes you to a different level in your life. That puts you in a different perspective. That puts you in a different world. You have no disregard for a human life. Now you do it again. Now every time you have a beef with somebody, I come up to you and I just shoot you in the fucking head. Every time I have a beef with somebody, that takes you to a different level. Not knowing where you're. Now, I had tons of practice about not knowing.
Yeah.
In 83.
Oh, yeah.
I used to wake up and go to a diner and put breakfast on the arm till 5 o'clock.
Well, you're conditioned. You don't even realize
So I would force myself to make money by 5 o'clock to give the Achardies back their breakfast money. It was $7 and I'd take a 20 out and sign for it. Just to get the party started.
Yeah.
Give me a 20 so I go to the bar, get a cocktail, see what's going on. Listen, I got watches, I got 100 Quaaludes. Let's make something happen. Get Theo Vaughn. He likes ludes. Get him on the phone.
Lube me up.
Theo, I got ludes, $4 a piece. What are you going to give me them ludes for?
I'm going to give you $8, that's for sure.
For $2.50? All right, Theo, give me 4. He wants 25 at $2.50. I just made $45. I just covered breakfast. And I can have 2 or 3 more drinks. I get a $20 sack of Coke. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to buy ludes and sell more. I'm going to give me 50. Because with Leo's money, I'm going to flip the other ones and make a fucking dollar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it started minute. So what, Joey? You made $46. $46. When you wake up not knowing,
yeah,
that's fucking $10,000 in the bank, Jack.
Yeah.
That's
a lottery. That's the lottery when you do that. When you don't know and you get something, yeah, man.
You have no idea what I endured from 95 to 2000. People like Josh Wolf will tell you, I lived in my car in front of his house. Some nights I went on his couch. Some nights I went to Ralphie May's fucking house and slept there. And I was an addict, but I was working every fucking night.
Right.
I was working. I was on stage 3 times a fucking night at the store following Paul Mooney, doing 2 Mexican rooms in a car that had no brakes, with no insurance and no registration. You understand me? And every time the fucking black lady with the donut hairdo saw it in Hollywood, I got a ticket. I had 2,000 tickets on that fucking car. And it wasn't even in my name. It was the casting director's name.
Dude, that's the best, man. That's one thing I do remember about, just being a little younger and a little more carefree was having shit in other people's name, doing shit, not caring.
Not caring. You don't give a fuck. I was just telling these guys, I had a car that blew up in New York.
Yeah.
I took a loan on that car. I took a loan on that fucking car when I was a kid. I had the car for 10 days.
Yeah.
And it lit on fire and all of them. I was getting an 8-ball of coke in the winter. The electrical circuitry went.
Oh, dude.
And I left it there. The next 2-3 days later, I went back and the car was gone. It was just a wishbone. And, dog, I took a bank loan out on it, like a $2,000 bank loan cosign. I didn't give a fuck. Even the cosigner never said nothing to me about it. I'm like, damn, when is he going to hate on me? I forgot all about it.
Dude, we had this guy named Andy, speaking of fire, he ran into a house fire to get some coke and got all fucking burnt up. And not even a bunch, like a couple grams, dude. And nobody ever kind of brings it up with him, because it's kind of embarrassing, I guess, thinking you ran back in to get a little bit of coke and just got burnt up pretty good. But yeah, man, I miss being younger, dude. I miss just feeling like I had more time to just waste if I wanted to, or just experience. I just miss that freedom of being like, the next 5 years, anything can happen.
Like right now, if I didn't have Mercy and my wife, we would get off the fucking podcast Wednesday afternoon, me and Lee, we'd be on a plane Wednesday night in the red eye. Land Thursday, sleep all day, do 2 shows Thursday, get on another plane, do 2 shows Friday, get on another plane, do 2 shows Saturday, and come back. I do that 3 times a fucking month.
Yeah.
And some weeks, we ain't even coming back on fucking Sunday. We're going to go into the city and hang out.
Go to Costa Rica?
No, I'm not going to Costa Rica. We ain't got time to go to fucking Costa Rica. What I'm saying is...
I could see you guys in Costa Rica, man.
Let's say I'm in Miami for a few days. Fuck it, I'll book West Palm, I'll book like Tampa.
Yeah.
Stay in Miami, eat fucking good food, get some sun, and then Wednesday take Lee up to Tampa.
Yeah.
And you're out of town for 2 weeks, and you covered 2 weeks, and you don't have to come home. We could do the podcast on the road. That would be the ideal life right now.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to do that. I wouldn't do anything. I mean, I wouldn't give up my family right now at all for anything in the world. But if I didn't have Mercy and my wife, get the fuck. I go on the road old school style. 3 weeks a shot. 3 weeks. Fucking stay out there. Lee, you're coming for 3 weeks. We're doing podcasts in Miami, Tampa, and Atlanta, Georgia, or fucking DC. And then come home after 3 weeks. Stay out. Unless you have an audition or something, there ain't no reason I really come home.
Stay out there and get it done. There really isn't.
There really isn't. There really
isn't a reason. I get up every time I get back. I'm like, what am I here for? Just clean clothes, just to see some friends, to go to the comedy store. Those are the only things that keep me really, enjoying the atmosphere, man. Yeah, I miss doing good drug. I miss doing some LSD, man. LSD was always, if I could go back in time, that's something I would do more of as a child, Dude, I miss doing drugs when you were young, bro, because you didn't know what the fuck.
How long have you been clean now?
You didn't know
2
anything.
years?
Year and a half. A little over a year and a half.
How you feeling?
I feel good. I feel better, I think. I feel a little bit more emotionally okay. My biggest thing wasn't, I wasn't addicted to drugs or alcohol, but I was addicted to feeling bad about myself. And when I would get to certain places in those feelings, I would then use drugs. I just ended up doing drugs by myself because I could be by myself where I felt the only place I still felt comfortable, and I could do drugs, which made me feel good. So
you have antisocial issues like I have from time to time.
Yeah, it would just get bad.
Yeah. Tremendous.